Right, here we are arriving at Tudor Caravan Park. Got Tina out there doing the business on the gate. There we go. Well done, Tina. Right. So, to go over to that side. Right, okay. Good morning. Well, today we're at Slimbridge and we're staying at Tudor Caravan Park. So I'm just going to do a quick, review of Tudor Caravan Park and the surrounding areas. So let's start outside. You're very close to a pub, the canal, and a good cafe, bar, and arts and crafts, really. So it's all within, I'd say, probably 100 metres of where you'd actually be staying. So let's start over here with the arts and crafts and cafe bar. This is called the Black Shed, and they do have entertainment, I think, on the first Friday of every month. So that's worth maybe considering if you're coming up for that. You can't walk down this side of the canal, but you go over the other side and you can walk left and right quite a distance. We went, I suppose, about an hour and a half left, and there's not much there, to be honest. There's a small town called Purton, and then to the right there's another town called Frampton. Now, Purton doesn't have anything in it, really. A lovely church, but when you go to the right here, you've got a place called Frampton, which has a cafe which closes at 3, we found out, and a pub as well, but that looked closed when we went there. I don't know if that was just when we were there, but it didn't look that active, so it's worth checking. But yeah, they've got the swing bridge here, and this opens obviously when traffic needs to get past, and I like a good bit of machinery like that, so that's all quite interesting. Nice little seat here where you can sit and just kind of take in the canal and stuff and just watch things happening. Nice bit of carving behind you there. But what I would say, if you go left down the canal path, there isn't anywhere to sit for about 45 minutes, I think. There's just one seat between here and Purton, which is a bit of a shame. It probably needs something there. And then to the right, as I say, you go to Frampton, and that's not a bad walk, actually. I think it was about 45 minutes, something like that. And nice little village. Lots of different architecture in the village, and worth going to look at just for that, really. Just lots of different lovely houses. Right, so yeah, heading back then. As I say, you've got the Black Shed, which is a nice coffee bar, and I think it's open in the evenings, but only some evenings. We'll go past quickly and have a look at the times on it. Alright, so it looks like 10 till 2 most of the week, and 9 till 4 Saturday and Sunday. And some lovely places to sit outside as well. So there you have the kind of canal crossing, and just there is the Tudor pub, and we ate there on Friday. Absolutely brilliant staff, really good price, and really tasty food, which is obviously the most important thing. And the entrance to the campsite is down the side of the pub, so you can see that, if you fancy a beer or something to eat, the pub is literally, again, 100 yards from the campsite. There you go. You come into the pub car park, go through the pub car park, and then you have Tudor Caravan Park. Right, as you come in then, you've got the place to check in to the right. Sometimes they put your booking in information up on the board there, so you can just take it and crack on. And then if you go down here, I'll just walk down, pop a bit of music on, and you can see what you think. You might be able to hear the sounds of the crows. They're not noisy at night or anything, but you can hear them in the mornings. And that's the toilet block being refreshed there. There is another one. We came here a few years ago, remember looking in there. Right, there you go, you've got a few more caravans up there. Then you can cross through here. You can see it's mostly gravel hard standings. I think there is grass for some camping and some, just I guess, grass stands for motorhomes, caravans. But it is mostly hard standings, which are nice, and they all look mostly level, maybe needing just the one step on the wheel ramps. I should imagine that this is used for tents in the summer, but otherwise it's a nice area. I think they seem quite strict about dogs, and most of it being off-site walking of dogs. I don't think there's dog walking, and I think I read that the field at the end is just for camping only, not for dog walking. So let's talk about things I liked and things I didn't like about this campsite. And mostly, look, none of this is critical. It's not critical as in terms of urgency, but critical as in terms of opinion. But for me, it never starts well when I've got a push button shower, particularly when there's only about 10 seconds in between pushes. You literally have to spend on the shower I was in, and interestingly, I used a different one the second day. You didn't have to hold that in because it kept going for about 20-30 seconds, which was much better. But for me, I find that I will always find that punitive when you pay to rent somewhere and you can't have a shower and change the temperature of the shower and just make it enjoyable, really. So I'm never going to like that. It's not to say I don't like the campsite, I just can't get over that, really. My question, if I was to ask the campsite managers, is have you got this system at home? And I suspect most of them would say, oh no, we wouldn't have that at home. And and I get the reasons, right, to save water and to save electric, but most of the campsites I go to, you can leave the cold tap on, and people do, and lights are left on. So I'm just not buying it. But other than that, so I would say the toilets are a bit chilly in the morning. Doesn't seem to be any heating in there. Some of the sites we've been to lately have been really toasty and warm and nice. But yeah, so that's the two things that would be gripes. But the rest of it is just a lovely environment, and there's lots of things to do near the park as well, which is good. Right, if there's no one in there, let's have a quick look at the laundry area. Oh, there's someone in there, so I won't go in there. There's plenty of washing up sinks and lots of washing machines, actually. Right, there's the wagon over there. Oh, just noticed the air vent is open at the top, so I need to shut that, so I'll do that now so I don't forget. Yeah, otherwise, really nice day.
Actually, there was one thing that I wasn't really particularly pleased about. If you have a look at the road, look, it's potholed and it's muddy. Now the problem with that is that when you go to walk off the campsite or to walk to the facilities from your pitch, you have to walk on that road. And the end result is you end up traipsing a load of mud into your camper van or your motorhome. And it's really not necessary. I stayed on a site a couple of weeks ago, and yes, they had gravel pitches, but the road was actually tarmac. So even though it was raining, you didn't end up with everything dirty. So I think if they could change that, that would be a really good fix.